The top news headlines: talented and innovative youths around in Manipur, they need to be guided properly, says Chief Minister N. Biren. BJP government must produce white paper, clarify why 1,255 developmental works approved by government in 2020-2021 cancelled, demands MPCC. Need to understand their role to provide much needed social education to children, says R.K. Sanayama. Hello, a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News in Focus with me, CHENGLEINGANBI KHAIDEM. The news in detail. Chief Minister N. Biren has said talented and innovative youths around in Manipur, they need to be guided in the right manner. He said this during the inaugural program of Startup Incubation Center at DM College of Commerce, Dhananmanjari University today. This is the second such startup incubation center of the state, which aims to harness the dynamism and creativity of the youth towards inclusive and sustainable development of Manipur. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Biren said educated youth's dependency on government job increases the country's unemployment rate. To avoid this, the scheme was introduced to guide talent youths to make them job providers instead of becoming job seekers. Stating that there are many talented youths in the state, he said with encouragement in their field of interest, the state can produce more capable persons and move towards progress. Lack of discipline, professionalism and ethics among the people had been giving hindrance to growth, development and even to governance. Hence, politicians take oath to serve the people honestly, Biren said.
Manipur is full of talent. Talented to innovative idea, properly guided to question. One play. Job seeker or job provider. Other than the innovative idea, even drone, space, shuttle, space, center, talent, hardworking. Aduna sigi system si lakre mo tungdudi o magi phongom thokoni boys ai gisu matan phongom thoina le ra dum leina ne natradi thawk sudi la ra na ai charge inside ha poine sene bada dum ko gi bom department lang le sidagi startup ki tawli ni kun family ki manunga extraordinary go ama khabla kan innovative pot ka protocol mali kun je panglaw se hinzo to we.
The state is one of the highest ranking states in the Northeast region, which has significant growth in the number of industry and entrepreneurs. A total of 105 crore rupees have been extended to 5,772 beneficiaries so far, and the state government had recently increased the corpus fund for startups to rupees 1,000 crore, the Chief Minister added. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee has demanded that the BJP government must produce white paper explaining to the public as to why 1,255 developmental projects spread over 60 assembly constituencies of the state, which had been approved by the previous BJP-led government for the year 2020-2021, were cancelled. Addressing media persons at a press meet held in this regard at Congress Bhavan on BT Road today, President of MPCC and MLA of Wangkhem Assembly Constituency K. Megachandra said, out of 1,255 cancelled projects, 444 are for the hills and 811 are for the valley. The cancellation of the developmental project is evident of the fact that the previous BJP-led government did not take up any developmental works in the year 2020-2021. The cancellations of the projects after making false promises to the public to woo voters before the elections makes the MLAs and minister liars, he said. Out of these said projects, works of some of them had begun. However, the conduct of the BJP-led government had added to the woes of the contractors. What is more astonishing is to think where the funds of this project, which had been earmarked in the budget gone, the MPCC president contended. He further expressed suspicion if BJP-led government, PWD and Finance Department had looted the funds. Megachandra demanded that the BJP government must produce white paper clarifying to the public and maintained that the government cannot remain silent on the matter.
Sahi magi financial year magi thabak se pulak bakthale adubu BJP lengak se continuous akoi gi government amani haidana mamangi kakthak khraga su handaki si de pulak intro to hapani paisa adum reji de ga haide ko ya marau jeni kari mata maron to su lo ta se ko yam nai bak thiba ano jikchi aina tajabada subject to akoi confirmation PW department si account da lupa lakh amro khaktan lei gan tai aduna ngasai gi maram workanda Masigi lupa karor satruk adagi humpuga nipan adagi lakh humpuga nipan adagi 50,000 asuk yam paisa asuk yam thabak mayam sing kathalai se paisa leitabagi oiraga su maram chade aduna masigi inquiry ma tobiu white paper ama pradha khangan biu adagi paisa mayam to krai sakre sahi ama thabuk ta paita ta bahai base asat din ni haido ibra.
Former chairman of United National Liberation Front UNLF, R.K. Sanayama, has asserted that major loophole develops in this society when mothers fail to play their role. As such, mothers need to understand their role and provide the much needed social educations to their children for the betterment of the society, he said. R.K. Sanayama was speaking to media persons on the sidelines of International Mothers' Day celebration organized by Apunba Koriro Gi Melt. Apunba Khorirol Gi Malim Gi Loop at Manipur Press Club today. R.K. Sanayama further said mothers play an important role all over the world and that the role of mothers is more vital in Manipuri society. Manipuri mothers had been taking a crucial role for the past many years in the history of the state. However, mothers seem to have failed to an extent in playing their roles in the past 40 to 50 years. He said homes are the platform of social education in Manipuri society. However, with changes which have come over time, mothers no longer seem to teach their children necessary life lessons. Mothers hardly get them to spend much time with their children in trying to carry out their personal and professional jobs. He said the matter needs to be thoroughly discussed and stretched on the need for the mothers to provide social educations to their children.
Masi ekoi mayoknariba crisis of identity ekoi kanano ekoi saktam si karino haibasi confused so adumba phima mai koina thengne kudamoina maitei amoina maitei si kramaina identify tawni haibada masigi yadnaba mitei haigadra maitei haigadra haibadi ai sana ai mitei ni haina identify tawgadra maitei ni haina identify tawgadra masi confused so aduna hosi aina thengnabada mayam ibada mitei oblique mitei hen ine masiyam live thibani whatever the difference kari lay masi wahan talk when lainani mitei haibasing na mitei haibasing na so madu tuna resolve toraga mitei haigara amaka haibasing mathok tayan khale so that our identity is distinct and clear sumatan from sister amok ekoi religion yuana tabada religion the mi khuding maki magi freedom of faith and belief ki wafumni masamsa thajam tungina my learning long chachabani adubo aikoi identity ki wafunga mari lena ko tamdadi mama sing lo thawdang sidi maroina pinu pisingna adi manung mama sing lo thawdang jam chawe han aikoi ki khunai da yumda mama pana maroina mama na acha singda takpiramba tambiramba social education se ngasi di almost late na khalwi aduna hojikti khunai se oirisi school college the people formal education do madu khakta khangaba adom mirol panyam thorak khoi marak sesta mamana loiba thawlang sista sarak sibale le kumatamda kunai sista chaw no holai masi ngasi numit sigi kunok chaw lawraga ekoi media gi pathangda ngasi ekoi kunai dai mama punamakta aina apil tawningbadi ngasi kunai sista mamana loiba thawlang se masi munna khantraga lafum thokpa magi macha sing angang sing da pihum thokpa social education do maram chungna pina namai thawlang se okay na phazan lohani.
Former chairman of UNLF, R.K. Sanayaimas, secretary of Yabi Rail Trust, Sarat Khaidem, president of Nupi Samaj, T.H. Ramani, president of Laikolel, K.H.A. Subadana, president of Naharol Sahitya Premi Samiti, L. Upendra, graced the International Mother's Day celebration as the chief guest, president and guest of honor respectively. A short story reading program was also held as part of the celebration. A team of Imphal West District Anti-Theft Cell and Imphal West Commando recovered 4 stolen vehicles from one vehicle lifter from different places of Lelong. The arrested person has been identified as Muhammad Jiur Rahman, 19 years old, son of Muhammad Burahuddin of Lelong Police Mamang. The team recovered 1 KTM 250 Duke bike bearing registration number AS03ED0473, 1 KTM Motor X bike without registration number, 1 white Honda Creta without registration number, and 1 red Honda Dio without registration number. According to police report, the team under the supervision of Superintendent of Police of Imphal West KSH Sibakanta recovered 1 KTM Duke bike from Muhammad Jiur Rahman. Upon investigation, he disclosed the location of Muhammad Asif alias Mami of Lelong Dam Makha and Muhammad Azmer of Lelong Ubak Thong Makthak and found 3 more vehicles from them. The accused person along with the seized vehicles has been handed over to the police to take actions and has launched operations to arrest his accomplices. Chief of Lokhai Village, Thainkomang Haukip, has clarified that no restrictions will be given to valley people who come to offer prayers at the shrine of Ibutho Thangjing. He said this during a press meet held today at Torbung area Tami Chingmi Peace Community Hall today. Addressing the press meet, Thainkomang clarified on behalf of the press community released by Kuki Students Organizations Hangleb Block on May 5th, stating that there is no restriction in visiting Ibutho Thangjing. He appealed to the people to visit the place without any fear. However, Thainkomang appealed to the people to refrain from using illicit drugs involving in any disagreement and damaging crops in nearby fields.
Kanagumba harana lai kumba se yai yadi habi pauso hek lai masi ayu akan nungaite ayu masi pamde madam di masi thangjing lai kumba si masi garang de hobune te sahi yamna ipai pu de hora na masi da kanana so okibade so apan de pide masi bawa so pide pi so pi ro ene tamjani aduga lai kumba habi sidi kanana su thingba ya bane te aduga loina na tokiba tarik manga taru aduwa ko gi na khara de leki madidi forest department na ebu person tawdana we ta thage have the forest na logu da braching se have matang da koi area di chief madi khadana madi ko na pan de hi bani madida lai kumba khumun hai bi thaba sublai lete madidi forest ka egi karakter parjagi da madida akai ba sele na sembok sabani.
MLA of Saikot Assembly Constituency Ponglain Lat Haukip lamented that as soon as elections are over, some of the elected members rush to Imphal in search of accommodations in official quarters. Such behavior is unbecoming of being a respectable representative, he said. According to media reports, MLA Ponglain Lat said it is the duty of the government or the concerned ministry to accommodate all the people's representatives in the state capital and shares rush is not necessary. Speaking on the issue of hill areas development, he said the constitutional provision provided under Article 371 Clause C is more than enough for ensuring various developmental projects and solving matters of problems facing the hill areas. As such, the tribal representatives from the state should coordinate with people so that the special provision given in the constitution could be translated in letter and in spirit. Saikot constituency has been neglected for more than 2 decades and there are loads of issues and problems that need to be focused on to bring a change, he said. For the larger interest of the general public, Ponglain Lat opened his Warrant of Change office in the district headquarters at Mini Secretariat Building, Tuibong in Churachandpur district. The Court of Chief Judicial Magistrate Imphal West yesterday remanded Chingtham Surjit Kumar alias Murphy of Changangai Maninglaikai, who is accused of killing his 2 children and attempting to murder his wife on March 26 to judicial custody till May 25. According to the report submitted by the IO of the case, Surjit Kumar stabbed his daughter Chingtham Poiringanbi, 4 years old, and son Chingtham Diamond, 2 years old, to death with a sharp weapon on March 26 and attempted to kill his wife Namayrakpam Abesana. During the investigation, police recorded a blood-stained knife and hammer suspected to have been used by Surjit Kumar in committing the gruesome crime. The IO then made a prayer to the court to remand Surjit Kumar to judicial custody for further investigation. After listening to the IO's report, the court remanded Surjit Kumar to judicial custody till May 25, reports 88. A team of Patsoi Police and New Kaithelmanbi Police picket arrested 2 personnel along with 239 cases of Indian-made foreign liquor. The arrested persons have been identified as Thokchom Surchandra, 35 years old, son of late T.H. Tomba, and Thokchom Sankar, 21 years old, son of T.H. Gopeshwar of Thaudam Lerak Mamang in Thaubal district. According to police reports, the team of Patsoi Police and New Kaithelmanbi Police picket under the supervision of Superintendent of Police of Imphal West seized the 239 case of IMFL during a checking operation at Kaithelmanbi. The seized item along with the arrested persons were handed over to excise station for further necessary action. Friendly Environment Warriors has expressed gratitude to all those who extended help in making their expeditions to Mount Kobru a success. Speaking to media persons at a press meet held at FEU office in Jerbam district Babupara yesterday, Secretary of FEU Kangabam Sundar said FEU, with the help of all Manipur United Club organizations AMUCO, was able to successfully embark on an expeditions to Mount Kobru on May 3rd. Members of FEU planted tree saplings and also cleaned plastic waste atop Mountain Kobru during the expedition. It had also organized such expeditions to Siroi Hill earlier, Sundar said. He thanked MLA of Jerbam Assembly Muhammad Asabuddin, his younger brothers, different organizations and individuals who extended financial help, and also expressed gratitude to AMUCO for helping them with accommodations and helping them reach Mount Kobru. Sundar also appealed to the people to stop felling of trees and not to start wildfire atop Mount Kobru.
Kabru ipagi kubomda satuna akoina ngamjaba akoigi mauksaagi kalbu kaidanwa akoina honajarubani adu yamna nungaijadaba amana chingda uwa kaya yanthatuna thamamba amadi maru ikokokuna lairamba ubada thamosona nungaijade.
Manipur's Dr. Naurem Sanatomba and Dr. Kontaujam Bimola have been selected to be conferred the Dr. Ambedkar Distinguished Service Award 2022 by Bharatiya Dalit Sahitya Academy, New Delhi. National President of the Academy, Dr. S.P. Sumanak Sir, notified the same on May 7th. The award will be presented at the award ceremony of the Academy at Pangsil Ashram, New Delhi on December 11, 2022. Dr. Naurem Sanatomba is an academician currently serving as Assistant Professor at Manipuri Department, Manipur University, while Dr. Kontaujam Bimola is Assistant Professor of Manipur Department at CI College, Bisnupur. Here we have a short commercial break. Please stay tuned for more update.
Nahak, pukning wakal gi anaba leibra. Drug addiction amadi mental disorder treatment gidamak adom karigi wari. Manipurda ihan hanbo oina rehabilitation and child care center. Inkalakliba nahasingita oiba experienced leraba doctors amadi clinical psychologists singna layingjari. Experts singna counseling piba 24/7 CCTV camera da monitor tawduna kupna senaba morning yoga, healthy diets, weekly health checkup, intensive daily routine. Awaba kayadagi ngakthoknaba leijare Yaipokpa Rehabilitation and Child Care Center.
Welcome back again after the break. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that various health and wellness campaigns of Prime Minister Narendra Modi have not been confined only to urban centers but reached the rural areas of the country as well. The center has also improved health infrastructure across the country, he said. Programs such as Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Fit India Mission, Jal Jeevan Mission, Poshan Scheme, Midday Meal and Indradhanush Children and Immunization Scheme are steps to help people enjoy better health and prevent them from falling sick, Shah said. These campaigns are not urban-centric but have pre-collated to the rural areas as well, he said, after inaugurating a super special center in Assam. He also congratulated Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma for his initiative to improve health facilities in the state, both as the health minister in the previous government and now as the leader of the present NDA government. A day after a rocket-propelled grenade was fired at the intelligence wing headquarters of Punjab Police in Mohali, Khalistani outfit seeks for justice warned Himachal Chief Minister J. Ram Thakur, saying the attack could have also been on the Simla Police headquarters. The group asked the Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister to learn a lesson from the Mohali grenade attack, adding that the Sikh community should not be provoked. Mention may be made that a rocket-propelled grenade was fired at the intelligence wing headquarters of Punjab Police in Mohali on Monday, triggering a blast that shattered windows. Severe cyclone Asani near the east coast packing gale force winds up to 105 km per hour amid indications of gradual weakening today, the India Meteorological Department said. The cyclone, which was moving at a speed of 25 km per hour on Monday, has slowed down to 5 km per hour as it lay centered around 300 km southeast of Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh and 510 km south-southwest of Gopalpur in Odisha. The system is expected to recurve tonight and move parallel to the coast in the north-northeast directions. The severe cyclonic storm has already started losing steam and it will further weaken into a cyclonic storm during the next 24 hours as it nears the coast and makes the recurve, Bhubaneswar Regional Meteorological Center Director H.R. Biswa said. 5 people were killed and more than 225 wounded in a wave of violence in Sri Lanka, where the Prime Minister resigned after weeks of protests over the worsening economic crisis. As clashes spread late into Monday night, authorities imposed an indefinite curfew across the nations of 22 million people and called in the military to help contain the violence. Anti-government protesters who had been demonstrating peacefully since April 9 began retaliating after they were attacked by supporters of outgoing Premier Mahinda Rajapaksa. On the other hand, leaving the capital Colombo on Monday, ruling party legislature Amarakirti Athukorola opened fire on demonstrators, blocking his vehicle, killing a 27-year-old man and wounding 2 others. Police said the MP later took his own life, but the party said he had been murdered. At least 41 homes of top ruling party politicians were torched overnight despite curfews. Hundreds of motorcycles parked in this home were also burned. Now let's recap the headlines once again. Talented and innovative youths around in Manipur, they need to be guided properly, says Chief Minister N. Biren. BJP government must produce white paper, clarify while 1,255 developmental works approved by government in 2020-2021 cancelled, demands MPCC. And mothers need to understand their role to provide much needed social education to children, says R.K. Sanayama. That's the end for today's News English Bulletin. Keep watching Mami TV News for more update.